Good evening. Sorry again, second year in a row I'm unable to attend, but I'm happy to have the opportunity to say a little bit about our season. So first, I'd like to thank Coach Schumacher and Jenna for helping out for another great year. The weather was not great at the beginning and didn't really cooperate, but I felt like we made the best of it where we could. I have a lot of girls to talk about, so unfortunately I'll have to try and keep it brief. But before I start with, so we're going to start with our freshmen. If you want to cheer as we try and make some transitions in my slideshow here. Our freshmen were a great add-on to the roster, so let's hear it for Nicole Britz. It was fun to get to know Nicole this year, knowing her sister Jenna, and now meeting her twin for that. And I think she didn't really know what she had. She was a nice bright light at the beginning of the season. She has a really powerful swing, and she has a really good learning attitude. She's always trying to adjust and listen to feedback, so I really appreciate that. And she has a bright future ahead in our program. Next up is Elise. Elise scored in many of our matches and started to learn the lay of the land of high school golf. She's able to run with the punches and keep a good attitude, even when she might hit it over the road sometimes, but had a great approach back. And especially when someone steals her ball and plays it and just leaves. Great season, Elise. See you next season. Then we'll move to our sophomores. Let's hear it for Shivani. Shivani is a very deliberate player, and she really makes good adjustments to her swing. She can kind of feel what maybe went wrong with shot, and she can feel when it's a good shot. She played a great match at Baker and is currently our reigning longest drive at Parker's Lake. And when I don't know what candy she got for that, but hey, you're the winner till next year. Thanks, Shivani. For this next one, I need to warm up my hand. Next, we have Taryn. Taryn also made a nice recovery over the road over at Medina, and it's not a worse place to be. But she also makes some quick adjustments. She played a couple more matches this year and did really well. Her swing is getting stronger, and she always comes with a great attitude. But I do hope for better weather because at the very beginning of the season, we had a match in 30 degrees or something. It wasn't the best conditions, and Taryn said, I might need to go inside because her hands were deep purple. So we'll hope for better weather. Have a good summer. Enjoy the nice weather. Then we'll start with one of our dynamic trio members of some friends that were always practice together, but that's good to bond through that. Is Kylie Wooten. Kylie is a very hard worker. I really like her, again, diligence at the range, that if she hits a good shot, again, she can try and mimic that. And then if she doesn't, she'll take a couple practice swings, kind of rethink, refocus, which is a really nice attribute. She had an illness in the middle of the season that maybe kept her out of some matches and some practice and didn't get to work with her as much there. But really, really fun to be around and have a bright future ahead of you as well. Have a good summer playing. The second of our trio is Grace. Grace's even-keel demeanor was noticed by everyone pretty quickly and in the group. She's always smiling, very personable, and which was nice because I could pair her with anyone. Grace actually scored the second lowest at our Hopkins match, which was awesome. So congrats, Grace, and have a great summer. And the third of the trio is Kayla. Kayla opened up more and more as the year went on, and time at the range. She actually tied for the lowest round at Medina this year during that same Hopkins match out of all of our players. But what really impressed me was her self-awareness before our conference championship. She'd been playing really well, getting low scores, but we could kind of tell something was maybe a little off that week. And we talked about it, and she maturely said she wants to do what's best for the team. And I really admire that. We admire that team mentality, and know she's going to come back stronger next year. Great job, Kayla. Next up is Julia. Julia reminded us all of our deep love of Cheez-Its. She never had a short supply there, and we probably owe her a couple boxes from now. Julie was a great, pleasant surprise at the beginning of the season. You could tell that she spent her summer working on it, and in the simulator, she looked great, and then it translated over to matches as well. So it paid off, and it was another fun season with you. Bootless. You get a new name. You're now Bootless instead of Boots. Next, we'll move to our juniors. First off, we have Olivia Bellini. Bellini is always eager and always ready to learn and improve. She scored in a lot of our matches, and it was usually in the top four for those. I just hope you're never waiting around when there are golf balls available. Why aren't we hitting? Have a good summer. Speaking of summer, haven't heard that one, I'm sure. Summer became kind of our JV mom. I was very appreciative of her toting around our freshmen to a lot of the matches. You can tell that they liked riding with her, especially when they rolled up with some classic rock. She has terrible taste in candy, but apparently she says mine's gross, but that doesn't stop her from eating it and taking all of my candy. But we always have some fun debates, but I always enjoy summer, the season. All right, let's hear it for Callie. This was my first year getting to know Callie, and she was super fun and socialized with all of us at the range and at practice. Always had a positive attitude and was always listening to get better. But boy, could she get through a bucket of balls. And often she'd be done before we even started warm-ups. But she got her swings in and she started to get much, much better and improving every single day. She's gotten much better with the tempo of her swing. We've talked about that a lot. And I would say she's one of our most improved players. Great job, Kelly. Bella Moon, everyone. And as I've said with all players, Bella is one of the kindest people I've met. She's a great teammate. She may be quiet, but she does have a really good sense of humor too. And she tolerates Bellini, so that's another plus too. But Bella is a determined player and has improved every day I've seen her. So have a great summer. We'll see you soon, Bella. Lastly, we have Paige. Paige is one of our most consistent players, and she probably scored in, I think, almost every match that she was a part of as well. I don't have the exact stats, but I'm pretty sure she has the most birdies on our JV level as well. Got to video multiple attempts and miss some when I was across the course from there, but good competitor. Really had a great job of being consistent this year. So she has a bright future ahead in our program, and I hope you have a good summer playing. To close, I hope you notice a trend in a lot of the characteristics that I could probably say about all the girls, is that they're kind, they're competitive, and they're a lot of fun. I don't think those attributes come without great parenting. So I want to say a big thank you to the parents. I've said this, I think, every year, talking to other coaches, that I compare my girls with any other girl. And they play well, they help each other, and they're always cheering on their teammates. Golf can be a very difficult individual game, both mentally and physically. So the support that you showed me, the support that you showed to your girls shows. And I really, really thank you to have that backing. And hopefully those that are coming back play over the summer. The advice that we always give is that golfers are not made during the golf season. It is too short, as you've seen if it's new to you this year, that the summertime, the wintertime now with simulators and all that, play, play, play. We saw a great comeback from this last summer, and hopefully we see the same. Thank you for another great year, and have a fun summer.